Okay, so we are live on YouTube. Just to quickly, okay. I think my camera is lagging a little bit. Hope everything is okay. So just to quickly introduce, TNT is a free project for us to practice a foreign language. It's also available in French, Spanish, Italian. It is a safe space to have conversations. So if you feel that someone is being disrespectful, you can tell me, okay? Um, German too, yes, Diego, thank you for reminding me. I always forget all the languages. But yeah, so French, Italian, German, and Spanish. Is there anyone who is here for the first time? Nope. Everyone is experienced. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is split some of you into a breakout room. And then you can pick a leader and start your conversation. I have pasted the question in the chat box, so you can copy the questions. Don't forget that. And now just a moment, please, while I create the breakout rooms. Okay, so now if you receive an invitation, you can join the breakout room. If you didn't, you're going to stay here with me in the main room. Thank you for your patience, guys. Okay. Is my connection okay? Are you guys listening to me okay?
Yeah.
Yes?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. So we can start. I am going to ask you to introduce yourselves, but also answer the first question, okay? So you can briefly introduce yourself and answer this first question. The first question is, how green is the city you live in? Okay, so Rosalia, you can start.
I am first. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I am Rosalia. I am 53 years old. I live in Santa Catarina, Joinville. Today, completely 8 days, I am here in TNT between Italian. I am waiting for this meeting, but between Spanish and English. Now, how green is the city you live in? My city is called and the bicycle city, Cidade das Bicicletas. But today its name is changed because there are a lot of still making for this. As space for bicycle, não liga uma na outra. I can
Don't connect.
No connect, and necessita decreasement between this.
Improvement. It needs some improvement
in this. Okay. And there are a lot places to visit greens. My city there's a lot of greens.
Okay.
Trees, no place to visit in the weekends. I think as almost one city in development.
Okay, in development.
In development. Okay.
Right. What is the city you live in?
Joinville, Santa Catarina.
Oh, it's
Cool,
very
cool.
beautiful city. Huh?
Oh,
I
very
know
nice.
it's very, very beautiful.
Yes.
Diego, you can continue.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm Diego. I'm living here in Valinhos, a small city near Campinas, the countryside of São Paulo state. I'm 34 years old. I'm work with marketing and the data science in a marketing agency. That's it. My city, I don't know the tax of arborizing here in the Valinhos, but Campinas, I didn't know, but I'm make a search here in Google, our best friend Google, and they bring to it bring to me that Campinas is the second most arborized. I think that's the word. A city with more than 1 million inhabitants in the Brazil. The first city is Goiânia with 80-90% of arborizing of trees. There is a tax. They use how can I say square meter, yeah, and they at Madden, I forgot the word, guys. Sorry. They roof no,
Measure?
but
They
measure. Yeah, they measure the quantity of how many trees you have in these square meters. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is in IBGE site, and I know actually that Campinas is the second big city with more than 1 million people. The more trees in Brazil. The first is Goiânia, the second is Campinas, and the third is Dalmo City. The next people here is Dalmo, who live
Yeah. So
Belo Horizonte.
so Dalmo can take on from here.
So hello, I'm Dal. I'm from Belo Horizonte. I'm 34 years old. I'm a doctor. It's a pleasure being here with you. And I researched too this text because for me it was the first one because my city is very full. There is a lot of trees here, but it's the third. But maybe we can reach the spot someday. This spot someday. But I think I love my city. I think my city was planned. It was and the center part of the city. There is a lot of squares with a lot of trees. There is a huge park in the center of the city. But what I can notice is the neighborhoods that is more far away from the center. There are less trees, less arborization. And what I can notice is the part of the city that was planed, they planed with a lot of green areas. And the new areas of the city, they are not having this kind of preoccupation. So we can see in more afastado, the neighborhood that are more far from the center, there are just building and no green areas as they are in the center of the city.
Cool, cool. I am not sure if arborization would be what we think it is in English. But I understand what you guys mean. I'm not sure how to say that also. Like maybe the rate of trees because Tasha is rate. So maybe it's
Great.
like the green rate, like the rate
Yeah.
of green areas in the city. But thank you guys for sharing. You even brought data, which is awesome, like information. Igor, what about your city? Oops, I am not listening. Your microphone, I think there's a problem. Yeah, it's not working.
Use.
Try to disconnect your headphones. Yeah,
Yeah.
wait.
You listen me now so well?
Yes. Now I really listen.
Sorry. I don't get lucky with phones. Okay, I'm Igor. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Rio de Janeiro. I think that most of people in here knows me, but I'm a biologist. And Rio is a city, a tourist city, right? And we have a lot of green areas in here. But like Diego and Dalmo, that's a data that I remember. That's the forest, the Tijuca forest. I don't know if you know, but Tijuca forest, it's the biggest urban forest of the world. That's a part of was a part of a program of the reforestation program in the past, and that's an example that a kind of the reforestation program that works in this city. but Rio is that the green areas present in here. It's in most of parts just to look and enjoy the view and the landscape and something like that. I don't know that the concern of this is about green stuffs or
It's not
or
about
the,
sustainability.
yeah, I don't know. I
Mhm.
really just a comment. Rosalina City, it's a very good place, very good in restaurants, and Opa beer. I'm a fan of Opa beer.
I know that I think Rio is privileged in terms of what was already there before humans got to it. And then we kind of ruined it a little bit because I know I watched this documentary once that made me got me really impressed that the region like of Bahia de Guanabara used to have like dolphins and this very rich like sea life, and
I have
nowadays it's
yeah, um, yeah. I have one video that I could film that the dolphins. It's
cool, cool.
but he's don't shows up every time in the year.
Yeah,
That's
it's
one.
rare. It's
Yeah,
not so common, but it used to be super common. Like just see them there, and yeah.
yeah, it's very
Um.
very nice.
Yep. So, Alana Silva. Hello, Alana. Are you with us?
Hello,
Nope,
hello.
I'm seeing.
I'm here. So my name is Alana. I'm 15 and I am a student. And it's here. I'm from Angola. This is my second time on TNT. So okay. About my city is um. I live in Angola. So the city is Luanda. Como é que é capital em inglês?
Capital. Capital.
Okay, is the capital of the country, so is that is big, but have a lot of people here. So okay, and have many beach and many people and many parties and many a lot of things. But I think it is
But does it have like a lot of green spaces, like maybe squares and a
Oh,
lot of
I
trees?
forget this. Yeah, have not have many trees, but have some things um near of the beach have many, but Lost don't have many trees. And yeah, it's a poor city about this.
Yes. So we have another Diego. Hello, Diego number 2.
Hello, and sorry for my camera because I'm having some problem with it. And for that, for now, I just can't speak and not show me because my camera is having problem, okay?
That's okay, no problem.
Okay, so back to the question. I live in San Luis, and then I believe that here there are a lot of green places because we have a lot of parks, and then in their parks there are a lot of trees, and it is like a forest. And in this forest we can walk, and then I believe that also on the beach we have a lot of trees, and then actually there are a lot of green areas in San Luis, I believe.
Cool, guys. It's going to be nice to know more about your cities. So my second question, significant environmental impact. So that you know of, okay? If you don't know, it's okay. So Dalmo, what about you?
Yeah, it's something strange that happens here in Belo Horizonte is almost all industries was created in a city that's close to here, that's Contagem. So we almost have any big industry in Belo Horizonte. But when you go to Contagem, it's I don't know how to say, but it's a city closed. Not oh, it's like
Like an
ABC
industrial
Paulista.
district of sorts. I know I understand it's another city, but it's like very
Yeah,
close,
but
so it's
it's
almost like a farm.
almost the same because there is no division. Uh,
Yes,
it's
yes.
it's very close. So all the industry was in that city. And it's a big contrast because Contagem, you will see just building and no green area and a lot of pollution. And Belo Horizonte, it's the opposite. We have just beautiful buildings, no 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 area with just that big buildings, that's industry. And I think, I don't know if this was a decision thinking about this to don't have this kind of problem to Belo Horizonte, because in the same way, Belo Horizonte don't receive the taxes for the production of the industry. But in the other hand, we don't have the problems with pollution and all the other problems that industry came together.
I think it's a kind of thing that the government's thinking, just to divide the tourist city and the industrial pole. I think.
Yes, but that is like I think it's a bad strategy because you, like Dalmo said, you gather all of the industries and all the pollution, everything in one place, and then you have like this such huge contrast. But at the very same time, people
Huge
need
imbalance.
industries and it's complicated. So Diego, what about your city?
What, Diego? With camera or without
Oh,
camera?
sorry. Yeah, I have to establish Alves, Diego Alves.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna call you Diego Alves and the other Diego just Diego, okay?
Let's go. In my city, we have one big company. The name is Unilever. They made a lot of things, yeah. Since que bom ice cream until toothpaste, a lot of things, yeah. I don't know the number of the environment impact in the city, but I see all the time a lot of smoke go out of the chimneys of this company. That's it. It's a small city too, but have a big company here.
Yes, yes. So let me see who else. Rosalia, what about your city?
Oh my gosh, my city, there is a lot industries because it's called the two industrial city. You know, this is, oh my gosh, I don't know how much industries there is in my city because it is a lot. But in 2-3 years ago, one industry are pollution and the rich jogando put your squeamish and the rich these industries have to pay taxes because this. But in my city, there is a big impact in environment because of this industries. I think this.
Okay, just so I understand, they had to pay taxes?
Because pollution, the rich.
The pollution they
yes.
cause in the environment,
Yes, exactly.
Okay, they throw something. You said they threw something. Jogaram, they threw.
See, they threw something and they wish on industria de tecidos.
The textile industry.
The textiles, the color.
Oh, the pigment, the ink.
The pigment in the wish.
They threw it like what? In the river?
In the river. Oh, yes.
The river.
Yeah. Oh,
yes, they threw the pigment in the river,
yes,
and then they had to pay taxes.
Thanks, Diego. This is.
Wow,
okay, cool. I mean,
sorry,
not
guys.
cool, but I mean,
I am
understand.
little flu today. I am had dash. Oh my God.
That's so strange.
No, it's okay.
That's so strange. We accept that the trash is just full in the in the river, right?
The river.
And just one taxes cover the damage.
No.
Yeah, taxes is okay. You pay and it's okay.
It's only one example, no? Only one example. There is a lot.
Yeah. Alana Silva, what about you? It's going to be interesting to get your perspective because you're in another country.
Oh, okay. Can you wait 1 minute, please?
No problem. We go to Diego and then we go back to you, okay?
Oh, thank you.
So, Diego?
So in my city, we have a mining industry, and this industry once had a huge problem with ore and petroleum and oil and something things like that. And I believe that there was a huge environmental impact in our city because once this mining company just spilled the oil on the sea, and then they tried to get out the oil of the sea, but still a lot of oil is on the sea. So that is my example.
Yes, oil leaks are a very common problem, environmental issue. Have you ever been like to a beach after there's been one and you see like that um black thing, like that pigment on the sand? It's just so ugly, right? It kind of it's a pain in the heart. Who hasn't answered yet? Igor, have you?
No, I forgot the question. Sorry.
Is
But I
if
think,
there are any industries
yeah,
in Rio?
yeah. I think in the past, Rio was a industrial pole, more relevant than today. I think today it's more like a commercial city, not just one industrial city. But I think the Petrobras has some jobs in specific places, and like a pressal, but I don't know so much about that. And we receive, the population receive, or the government receives some royalties for this job that the Petrobras and that the kind of industries when they work in this space. But specifically industries that that has pollution in the environment, I really don't know. I I I I I I know that some companies produce some impact reports. My ex-girlfriend works in one company that produce impact reports to other industries uh, that that uh, that produce or that have environmental impact, because this is important to this job, right? Confection one report to do the job.
Yes. I think one of the problems in Rio might not come from industries, but I think like the sanitation system of the city is kind of precarious,
Yeah,
and
I think it's the big problem, because what the word that you use for,
sanitation.
yes, this problem of sanitation, because the families throw up your dispensable waste of your houses in the river. And
Yeah.
I don't know that the government of the fiscalization programs can deal with this, because it's much families that do this in
Yeah.
irregular areas.
And I think that the most important thing would be to provide these families with the proper service so they can
Yeah.
have like access to proper
Actually,
sanitation. But
we
yeah.
just talk about that in other TNT, right? I remember that you bring this subject of the, or not. I'm confusing. Bring this subject
No,
of,
I
no.
didn't. No,
Oh,
I
I'm
have
confusing.
talked once about big cities and small cities,
Oh,
but about sustainability, no. Okay. So who hasn't answered? Yeah, I got lost now, guys. I think Alana hasn't. Alana?
Oh, yes. So my city has the same problem who Rio. So the biggest problem is the
Alana, you muted. You're muted. You have to open your mic. Alana? Hello? Okay. I think
oh,
she's having trouble with her
problem.
mic. Wait, she's getting a message. Okay, Alana, if you're having any trouble, you can use the chat box to say it. Okay, I'm going to continue with the conversation, and if you have any trouble with your microphone or anything, you tell me. Okay. So guys, oh, let me see. She's saying I have problems. Okay, I'm gonna let you solve them. If you want to come back to the conversation, you tell me. You just send me a message, and I will ask you the next question. Okay, gonna give you some time to sort it out. Okay. So my third question to you guys is: can you easily bike to places in your city? It's such a nice thing, right? Being able to bike to places and just feel the air in your face. So, Diego, just Diego, what about you?
Me?
Yep.
So I like a lot to ride a bike, and in my neighborhood, for example, every time that I go to somewhere in my neighborhood or somewhere closer to my neighborhood, I try to go with bike because it's so good and also is good for the environment. And then, yeah, I believe that is really good, and I try to do it every time that I can.
Nice. What about Rosalia? She said that her city was the city of bikes. So what about you?
Oh my gosh, I don't have a bicycle. I don't learn as well about driving a bike, but there is a lot. My son, my family has bicycle. Despite there is a lot. There is still a lot to be done in my city for driving a bicycle, but it's easy biking in my places in my city to enjoy this bike.
You said there are a lot of bike paths, places that you can ride your bike. Yeah.
See, well, a lot
A
of.
lot. Cool, cool. That's very important. Igor, what about Rio? I know Rio has some, but I don't know how relevant they are.
The question that's easy to do this, I don't think that it's too easier, but we find the some cycleways. I don't cycleways in spread in the to the town, to the city. But I really enjoy to bike in beats, because in beats we have these bicycles to you can alugar,
Rent.
And yeah.
rent. Yeah, you can rent Itaú bikes, and we can download one app and just use this in the beach, and this is one facilitation, because uh, to I live in the west zone of the city, and to enjoy one beach, I really it's really far to my house, and I don't I can't uh, I can't bring my bicycle, my personal bicycle, to the beach, and this is a facilitation. And when I walk around with my bike in my neighborhood, it's just a few moments. I Because the streets are more preparable for preparable, and it's more prepared to the cars, to the motor vehicles.
Motorbikes and cars.
Yeah, and vehicles that has gasoline.
Yeah, I think it's a very common problem in Brazil, and it has to do with my next question to you guys. But let's finish with this one first. So Dalmo, what about Belo Horizonte?
We do have some, I don't know how to say, ciclovias.
Bike,
But
guys, it's bike paths or bike way, okay? Bike paths.
But as Belo
Like
Horizonte is a city that has a lot of mountains, I think it's difficult to use a bike here. And something
Yeah,
interesting,
so many hills.
I sent a photo for you for you see the contracts that exist in Belo Horizonte. This is another city, Nova Lima, that there is a huge mineração, industry of mineração. And here we can see what divides the cities. That's Serra do Curral, this mountain. And then in the right side of the photo, this is Belo Horizonte. We can see there is there is trees. There is no I don't know how to say mineração, but there is no explore of the solo. But in contrast, in the left side of the photo, the mountain is almost destroyed. There isn't mountain anymore. But when we are in Belo Horizonte, we just see this beautiful side of the mountain. We cannot see the other side. There is another photo that's has more impact, but I didn't found it. But it's like that.
I
There
don't
is
see any
it's not
mountain in the photo.
yeah, they cut the mountain. There is
Oh,
just
okay.
half of the mountain. Just the mountain to the side of Belo Horizonte.
I know that there's a campaign online about Serra do Curral, like it's being threatened by I believe that by the mining exploration, and people are making a campaign to preserve it. Is it right? Do you know about it?
Yeah, I think it was more in the 10 years before now. Today, I don't think there is happening anymore, this exploration, because I think they already explore everything they could explore. And in the side of Belo Horizonte, this area next to the mountain is the richest area of the city. We just have mansions there. So, of course, they will never touch that area.
I open a link here just to see. So there are some organizations asking for the tombamento, which I have no idea how to say that in English, but basically tombamento of Serra do Curral, and that's what I was reading about. So, and it's actually because it's being threatened by mining. So because of the mining threat, they are asking for it to be tombado. I'm going to make a note because I need to know how to say that in English. But basically that's what is going on, which is interesting. So who hasn't answered this one yet? Diego Alves, have you? So can you buy
No.
it to place it?
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm sincere answer to you, but in Campinas, the other city, we have some psychopaths, yeah. But here in my city, I don't know if we have space to this, because here it's a small city, and the streets is too small, and the city grow a lot, and the traffic jam in the some hours it's very huge, yeah. And for me it's difficult a place to building a psychopath, for example. That's it.
Yes, being from a small city in Brazil, I can totally understand that's a common problem. Like cities that are very small and became like medium cities,
Yeah,
they grew very fast, and so the streets are very narrow, right? Narrow,
yeah, narrow.
and there's no space. Not even there's almost no space for the cars.
Oh yeah.
And so a
Sure.
cycle path, like a bike path, it's unimaginable. And I think another common problem in Brazil is that when you build a bike path, it's more of a tourist thing, like something for you to enjoy on weekends and not something to be
Oh
like a
yeah,
serious bike path. Like you can use to go to work and
it's not a
everything.
useful, totally useful. For example,
Yes, not
you,
to use on a daily basis.
for example, you have one park here, and we have a cycle path surrounded this park.
Surrounding the
But
park.
it's a not useful cycle path. It's when you need to, how can I say,
Yes.
to pass.
That's a amateur thing.
Yeah, that's it. That's the point.
I think Julia froze.
Okay. I think I froze a little bit here. Guys,
Yeah.
are you listening? Oops. My internet connection isn't stable again. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. So yeah, I think this is gonna be our last question. So I'm going to bring the people back in. Just a moment. Okay. So they have 60 seconds to say their goodbyes to their friends and be back here. Oops. So I can tell you guys that the next question is, would you say the city you live in was built for cars or for people? Because I think this is also another common problem, hugely in big cities in Brazil, I think, but also in small ones. It's more relevant maybe in big cities, but so let's just wait for everybody to join us, and then we're going to answer this question together. People are getting back here. Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hope you had a nice talk.
It was becoming better. Oh my gosh, how come?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Luis. I usually wait to the last minute, really. I usually wait to the last minute to bring you guys back. I even use a little bit more of the time, like I usually go past 10 o'clock, which is the limit. But unfortunately, we have limited time. So guys, I brought you back here to answer the last question. So Luis, you can answer this one. Would you say the city you live in was built for cars or for people?
I can say that it was built for car because there is, huge traffic jams here in my city, and people live like, really uh, close, to one another, and that is a problem because the government need to think too much how to solve, people's problem in terms of how to encourage them, to incentivize them, to take care of the city, how to, to worry about the way that they are behaving in terms of, for example, to separate trash. So, the government could find ways to, to collect them more quickly. In a nutshell, it was built for people, for cars, not for people, because we have, too much problems here in my city because it is small and it is ill prepared. That's the best word, to describe it.
What is the city you live in?
São Luís of Maranhão.
Okay, we have someone else here that is from São Luís. Who was it? There wasn't? Was I mistaken? I'm not sure. I think I made a mistake. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe it was maybe I thought it, but it wasn't. Let me see. There's a message here. I think Diego. Yeah, but he's gone. Yeah, we had somebody else here from São Luís, but he's gone. So what about Victor Gustavo?
So in my case, my city is really small, just like Luis said. But I think even being a small city, it's built thinking about the cars, the traffic. But here we don't have much traffic. It's really safe to walk at the street and to bike around here. It's really safe, but we don't have much accident problems. It's really comfortable to go any way you want, anywhere actually. But I think even being like safe, it's built thinking about the cars, not of the people. Because some people are really, are not close to the center, to the opportunities of the city. Even being a small city, we have people around that don't have much access to the all privilege that city has.
Yes, the public transportation and the access that people have to every area of the city is also a huge problem when we talk about this. So, Natalia, what about you?
I live in Brasilia, and here everything's so far. So I truly believe that the city was built for cars, unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's an interesting case because it was a planned city. So it was intentionally, like the
Yeah.
most intention. We are going to build a city for cars.
Yes, just for rich people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Very unfortunate. Guys, so I'm sorry that not everybody is going to be able to answer this last question, but unfortunately our time is up. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. I'm gonna let one of you share your opinion about the conversation. Okay, so let me see. Rene Caldas, did you enjoy it?
Yes, because it's a theme that I love because it's very interesting and uncomfortable for people because we know that we need to be green with the world, with the things, but instead of doing things, you just talk about this. And so I think that to do more green cities, you think about your consumption, your ways to use the things, the products, the food that you eat, the way that you exercise, if you use streets or if you use a park or the beach. And I think it's very interesting to our minds works, how to solve the problem, thinking in our orbit. How can I
In
say?
our own lives, like to think about what we can do
Yes.
as individuals.
Personally, health too.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking in our purpose.
Okay, yes. Thank you very much for sharing your view, Hene, and everyone for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. We might continue this topic because, as Hene said, is a very interesting topic, and we only got to the fourth or fifth question. So we can continue this next week if you are interested. So we're going to be talking about the same thing. Okay. Bye-bye, guys. Have a nice day.
Bye.